and welcome back to Zail's Tales, and welcome back to Bastion, and welcome back to another installment of Zail Plays Every Supergiant Games game, yes, even Pyre. We started our journey last time, where we took control of a kid, of, a young man who lived in this world that seems to have been blown into pieces by some sort of apocalyptic event. And he is now under the employ of a strange old man who seems to be running this location known as the Bastion, which, well, let's just continue.
So we didn't find a core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
Yes. In our last endeavor, we went to a city district only to find that the core was not there, or had been taken by someone else, or I think it was taken by one of the enemies, and then we slew the enemy, and there was no core. So no core this time. I don't think it saved what I did last time before I quit, so I'm just gonna check my weapons. Oh no, this. I think this is. No, I think. Yeah, there we go. And yes, okay. I'll remember to just quit next time and not do any setup because it won't save.
A bow and a machete, every bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
And I don't think we have anything to talk about.
What else is there to say?
No, nothing to talk about. Oh yeah, I created the forge. I can upgrade equipment, but I don't really have anything I want to upgrade right now. I only have materials to upgrade the hammer, and I'm not really. The hammer's fine. I just don't really use it that often. And yes,
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
Sounds delicious. Okay, let's go. Alright. I think I will maybe do some of these side challenges just because, I'll do them for the weapons that I do use. So I do like to use the bow, so I will go to the Breaker's Barracks.
The breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets in the fewest shots.
Okay.
He's focused. He's armed. And he's off.
Alright, so we just gotta line this up. The challenge is to break the targets, as many as possible, in one shot. Or in as few shots as possible. Start with this. I have to get power shots. If I don't get power shots, it's not gonna work. Okay, I got a power shot that time, but I shot at the wrong one.
Perfect shot just happens in a flash.
Okay, maybe this way. Ugh. Oh, I'm doing terrible. I'm doing very bad.
Solid performance.
Okay. Oh, I gotta get it. For the next prize, I gotta do 5 or fewer. That's intense. Something stringy, which I think is a bow upgrade material. And then something fancy, which I think is for a weapon we don't have yet. Come on, gotta be... I can do that, right? Let me try that again.
He returns with some of the materials we need.
Okay, I think there is actually a reset button. I don't think I need to return to the Bastion in order to try again. I might be wrong. I can't remember. Okay, let's just try that again. We can.
Kid ain't had enough of the Breakers' barracks.
I have not. Yeah, I think this is like a reset button. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I need it in 5 or fewer shots to get the final prize. So, oh, I gotta pick up the bow first. Not gonna get much done without the bow. Okay.
Takes practice, and a mighty strong bow helps too.
Okay, that's 1. Maybe I can, like, get this one down here. Ah! I screwed that one up. That's a failure. I'm not gonna get all these in one. Oh, I can change targets. That's good. Ah, okay. Let me try that again. I will get this. Okay. Just gotta break the things. I feel like these... Why did it... Okay, that's 1. Now, theoretically, I could probably get the rest of these in 3 more shots if I nail it just right. Oh, I didn't get the one at the end. Okay, alright, that's okay. Too early. Almost. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Alright. Still think this is the best one to start with. You have to hold it so much longer than it feels like. Oh, and I missed that one. Alright. 2 more? I don't think I can do 2 more. Alright, well that was just not the right one. Alright. Okay. Zen. Okay. I mean, I'm doing better, but I don't think I can get the rest in 2. I have to... Yeah, okay, alright. I have to work on my order. Okay. Maybe I am overthinking this. You know what? I'm just gonna... Alright, don't rush. Yeah, I gotta do that over. Yeah. The proving grounds are a lot of this. If you want to get the last reward, you gotta, like, get it really... You gotta get it perfect. Okay. That's good. That's a good one. Maybe... Okay. 2 shots. If I... Okay. Yes. Yeah. Ah! Okay, no, this is still doable. This is still doable. Yeah! Breaker Volley, which is a new weapon skill, which I cannot use here because this is not a map I can use it on.
I almost don't believe it when he says he passed the Breaker's challenge.
Well, believe it, fool. It only took me a while. Oh yeah, and I also have upgrade materials for the bow, which I will use because I like the bow. Draw speed. Oh, draw speed would be so good. Targets penetrated per shot. Draw speed.
With a good length of Miska, that bow's like new again.
Alright. Alright. Alright, I have... There are others, but I'm gonna try to maybe space the Proving Grounds content out a bit, because some of it is very hard, especially later. The Hanging Gardens. Core detected. Beyond that, no telling what awaits. A veil hangs over this place.
The Hanging Gardens. Folks used to go here to relax from their relaxing. The dead welcome him with open arms.
Ugh.
The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around.
That's not a path. That is not a path. That is like a curtain or something, but that is not a path.
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close.
Man, I should be... No. Oh, sorry, I thought you were... I feel bad. I thought that person was like a crate that might have... What? Oh. Hey there. Hey, buddy. You okay down there?
Kid sees him there again, in the flesh.
You doing good? I don't think he's doing good.
It's a snag or two trying to get to him.
Ah! Ow! Fuck! Ah!
He ain't about to stop, no matter what.
Alright.
He's got so many questions after all. Just ain't got time for answers. The Thunder Brothers didn't make it.
Not the Thunder Brothers.
They never saw what it was like beyond the walls.
Well, that's sad.
Nordy the bird boy didn't make it.
Not Nordy.
The Jawsons, they didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr., they didn't make it. But him, he survived.
We're a sigil.
Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? The core survives as well.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Whatever.
Kid does what he has to do. And then... what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this. We have to go. Please. He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Zailandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time.
Hello, Zolf. Talk to Zolf about life in Zailandia before the calamity. What was it like living in the city? Didn't you get homesick?
For Zolf, Zailandia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east.
Show Zolf the crystal barrette from the rippling walls. You didn't happen to see a girl who wore this in her hair, did you?
We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine.
Ask Zolf about the Ur sigil discovered in the Hanging Gardens. Have you been in Zailandia long? Did you ever travel? Did you travel all the way from the east?
He was born in the Tazil terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace to our city, and he's lived here ever since.
I see.
Kid says hello, but Zolf's lost in thought.
Ask about the Ura sigil discovered in the Hanging Gardens. Were there many Ura living in the city before the calamity? Can they be trusted here?
We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
I see. Alright, well, I got a core. In it goes.
The cores. They remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Well, look what we have here.
Memorial. Place a structure that chronicles past and future efforts. Just need a place to build it. Unnecessary testament to the calamity. By paying tribute to the past one may better prepare for the future. Lost and found. Plans for a facility that holds and restores a variety of valuables. The calamity tore the old world into pieces, yet even the smallest fragments can be restored in the Bastion. Let's go with Lost and Found.
The Lost and Found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
Yep, this is just a shop. It's a shop with flavor. Oh, this item was in a previous level and I didn't get a chance to pick it up. It looks like I can just buy it now. So I guess that's sort of what the Lost and Found is for. I can buy more tonics to equip. Stabsynth. Bastion Bourbon, Whale Ale, Lunkhead Liqueur. Let's get the Spyglass.
All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
Offer Zolf the Spyglass found on the Sundown Path. Maybe this can help you take your mind off things. You could help us find new Skyway paths.
Zolf offers to help me plot the Skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says.
Ask about the bronze spyglass taken from the Sundown Path. Only the stars remain on the horizon. The mountains are gone. We're no closer to the stars now, are we?
We could always see the stars, We just never could reach him, no matter how high we built.
Alright, well. Yep, there is another. Oh, there's 2 something stringies available. I mean, yeah, give me bow upgrades. I like bow upgrades. Alright, here we go. Scumbag arrowheads, noxious damage over time arrows, devastating arrows bristling with hundreds of stabweed barbs. Oh, these upgrades are getting very expensive. Damage.
Kid packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
And I still have enough for this. More draw speed, or more penetration. I like draw speed. Let's do draw speed.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
Alright. Got a super bow and arrow. Let's get going.
We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
Pith Orchard. It should be nestled in the shrine to the god of commotion and order. Cinder Brick Fort. Too bad it lies deep inside the toughest fort in the city. Alright, well, let's try the Pith Orchard.
There's Pith Orchard, built in honor of the bull, and folks like Zulf who pray to him. No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Kid says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt, right?
Alright, let's get moving.
Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too. Pith stood for something once. Something real. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. Pith makes a decent scarecrow, at least.
Whoop.
Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid breaks him to bits. Must have been guarding that shrine. So what'll it be? Invoke the gods, or tell them off?
Alright. And welcome now to what will become a Supergiant Games tradition. We have before us a pantheon of gods, and this mechanic will take different forms, but it is a staple of every Supergiant game that you may make your game voluntarily harder in order to get more bonuses, like to get more experience or more currency or more rewards for making the game more challenging. So here we have Pith, the god of commotion and order. Foes shall go quicker to move and to strike. So this just makes enemies faster. The wakeful bull, patient yet temperamental, adorns the city's walls with his likeness. And I don't know about you, but I am going to turn these on.
Pith.
Caution, foes will be stronger. Yes, I get it.
Kid decides to press his luck. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore.
Ow, ow, ow. Immediately regretting this decision.
Kid ain't never seen windbags that quick. Maybe old Pith would escape.
Oh, the bow's so good now.
His trial. He's richer for it.
Alright.
Kid ain't found a core. At least he found Zol's precious shrine. Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind.
Yes, so, as you unlock more and more of those idols, and we will eventually get the ability to build a shrine, you can make this game just eyeball-blastingly difficult, if you so choose. And I don't know if I will be invoking all the shrines, like some masochists out there do. But, yeah, Supergiant games continue in the future to have a mechanic where you can just choose to make the game more difficult in order to get more experience, resources, currency, whatever. And that has that mechanic has persisted in every single one of their games thus far. And so it's just it's a little Supergiant Games tradition. Now, I don't think I have anything to say to anyone here. I didn't pick up anything new or interesting, so I'm just gonna roll on over to the Skyway and be on my way. Maybe I do another proving ground. Let me do the machete proving ground.
Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract in copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful.
Alright. Defeat all foes quickly. Okay.
Some folks showed up to make a fast buck.
Gotta get the spawners. Ah, God, I'm trying to get the turrets, but
other folks came to train their throwing arms.
Alright, this is...
Still others use the place to test their finest blades.
Get back here. Where are the rest of you? This is taking forever. How the hell am I supposed to get those? They're so far away. I know I'm supposed to, like, throw the machete, but...
Kid cuts all of them down soon enough.
Alright, well... Could have done better. What's the next prize? Under 90 seconds? I could probably do under 90 seconds. But I think if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need to use this upgrade material.
Kid comes back from Windbag Ranch, smelling good and ripe.
Oh, you can zoom in and out at the Bastion. That's nice. Alright. Critical hit chance, damage over time, and cripples foes. Let's go with damage over time and cripple.
The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
Okay. I don't have a lot of money or fragments or what have you. But one of the best ways to have an easier time with the Proving Ground is to upgrade the weapon that you're using with it. Because you can bring your upgrades to the Proving Grounds. And I want to try... I don't know if I'm going to get third. I don't know if I'm going to get the third prize, but I'm going to at least get the second.
Always time for juice and squirts, they used to say. At least the little fellas can't feel a thing. Some squirts tried to flee on instinct. Best to put them away first, before they rile up the others.
Alright, come on. 6 more. No, can't get over there. I'm back here. Oh my god. I'm not gonna make it. I can't believe it. By 1 second. By 1 second. Okay, I can do better than that. I can do better than that.
The ranch was always looking for good help.
I think I just need to carve up as many of these guys before they go anywhere as I can. And take these things out. Come on, where's the last one? Where's the... Oh, there you are.
Kid makes short work of them things.
Much better. His first prize under a minute. I could probably do that. I could probably do that. I'm gonna try one more time. One more time.
There's always more squirts to go around.
Alright, 60 seconds. Oh, I gotta get the machete. Come on. Damn it. Get back here. Where's the last one? Oh, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Too late. 1 second. Come on. Alright, alright. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Alright, 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 alright. Let's go, let's go. That's also so close. So frustratingly close. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna come back here when I have like one more upgrade for the machete, and then that'll probably be all I need to do this properly. Well, I don't know. I mean, I could do it. I'm sure I could do it without the upgrade, but it will be easier with an upgrade. Alright, that's fine. Excuse me, just rolling through.
That's Cinder Brick Fort, where the marshals used to watch over the city. There's only one way to Cinder Brick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
Oh dear.
The calamity was mercy on the force. The windbags ain't so lucky.
Ow. Those guys hurt a lot with the idol active.
They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid.
God, they...
Wham! Kid's ready for the windbags this time. Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides. lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Kid retraces his footsteps to find one of the fort's hidden alcoves.
Excuse me, sorry. I know you are also victims of the calamity, but I have to get through here.
Business underground like in the old days.
Yeah. Okay.
Windbags can't use martial supplies, but the kid sure can.
Okay. The scrap musket is very good. I think I'll take the scrap musket. Oh, I'll do the breaker's bow because that's also very good. Scrap musket in the other hand, and I don't. Oh yeah, this is the one where you just shoot a bunch of arrows really quickly. I'll take that. All right, 2 ranged weapons. What could go wrong?
As for the windbags, Cinder Brick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. But the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
Good. That's a lot of them.
So many of those sorry things hold up inside that old fort.
There are quite a few. Oh dear. Okay. A very good strategy is to just put your shield up, wait for them to like get really close, and then just shoot the musket and then put your shield back up.
Security's plain gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works.
Alright. Turrets. Many turrets.
Kid ain't afraid of getting burned. They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Blandon and all their scumbag uncles. The uncles go out with a whimper. something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose. Kid takes down Plutus. Maybe it was Landon. The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now. The windbags finally get the message.
Okay. Alright. Oh, what do we got here?
Kid used to dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like this.
A memento. A prestigious symbol of the city's law enforcement. The city's citizens respected and admired the marshals for their unwavering dedication to preserving peace and justice. I also got some upgrade material. An upgrade material for a certain weapon. A strip of knife bark, aged to perfection, feared and respected by blacksmiths and woodcutters. Nothing over here.
The Skyway's a welcome sight after all that. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort. Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
Let me just throw this in first.
Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
Alright, a shrine and a memorial. I think I should do the memorial. The shrine is interesting. And we will be exploring with the idols that make the game harder. But the memorial is just a way that, like, I think, if I remember correctly, this is just a way that I can get more upgrade, or more, like, currency and fragments to, like, do stuff with.
The memorial. Here a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind.
Alright. So first one is to construct the memorial.
The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
Alright, so earn first prize on a required number of proving grounds. Gain required number of mementos, so I have 8 out of 15 of those. The service, learn up to learn 20 secret skills. Restore the land piece by piece. Okay, so that's just literally just walk around and cause a certain number of pieces of the world to appear before you. The mercy. Defeat the required number of different species of beasts. So I've encountered 5 of the 15 enemy types in this game. The Masons. Show surpassing skill with a sail hammer. Deliver a single crushing blow to a foe for at least 70 damage. The Breakers. Defeat 3 foes with a single well-timed power shot. The Trappers. Defeat a hardy foe with the last bolt in a clip. The Menders. Defeat a foe by counter-blocking its melee attack while at less than 20% health. The Gravers. Quickly strike foes 15 times in a row without missing. The Marshals. Defeat 10 or more foes in a single well-placed shot. Okay.
Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zolf was his smoking pipe.
Okay, so this pipe, as the game progresses, we will be unlocking a couple of these. Not pipes necessarily, but the idea is if you interact with this pipe, you engage in sort of a challenging wave-based survival sort of minigame. Not minigame, it's the normal game. And yeah, there's one of these for every character in the game, and this is Zulf's. And there's an achievement for beating all 4 of these with every idol activated. And oh boy, is that not easy. Anyway, hello Zulf. Ask Zulf about the Marshal's badge, retrieved from the Cinderbrick Fort. Did the Marshals ever give you a hard time being in Ura and all?
The Marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
Ask Zulf about his smoking pipe. Where did you get this? In the city, we used to say this stuff was very strong.
Zulf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do this. I don't think I'm gonna be doing this during the main storyline, but these little side challenges do have like some narrative. Like they sort of teach us a little bit more about each of the characters, but they're also quite hard. So I'm going to wait till maybe later in the playthrough, or maybe in a later series to explore them. Ask about the Marshal's badge, retrieved from Cinderbrick Fort. The Marshals brought the city back to working order after the war, didn't they?
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the Marshals kept a wary eye on him.
I see. Alright. Let's get drunk! Actually, they very specifically say in the lore that these are not alcoholic beverages. You know, rated E for everyone and everything. Actually, before I equip another drink, I am going to see if there's any interesting ones that I can buy. More damage to secret skills. Health tonics fully restore health. That seems really good. 100% damage when counterblocking. Stabsynth automatically retaliate when injured. I think this is really good, and I should probably take that.
Finders keepers.
Alright. Yes, Bastion bourbon. Soothing, hot, herbal brew with restorative properties, hints of citrus and berry flavors. That sounds delightful.
If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon.
Ooh, made in-house. Okay, arsenal. I think I'm actually gonna go with these two for a while. The scrap musket is basically a melee weapon. Like, it's ranged, but it's just very effective in melee, so if you have the scrap musket, you don't really... It's not really a big deal if you don't have a melee weapon.
A bow ain't much good in a crowd, but a musket sure is.
Alright, where to? Oh, we have another... Oh, we've got so many proving grounds. I can't do all these proving grounds this episode. We'll do... Before we beat the game, I promise I'll beat all the proving grounds. Langston River.
That's the Langston River. Used to cut all the way to the wild. Think it was bad then. The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
Ow, ow. Yes. Shoot the thorns.
With windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid.
Oh, I already got the bow achievement. Excellent.
Lucky for him, a certain famous fairy barge is still afloat.
Yeah, I see the button game. I'm trying to deal with the turret. Okay, there we go. Ow.
Weeping Nelly. She sends some squirts crying home and she leaves port. Maybe Nelly knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nelly's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They try to cut her off.
This is definitely a good stage for the bow.
They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nelly tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag.
Oh.
Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break, because the core's right there.
Well, we don't need the arsenal right now. I don't know why I went here. Ow. Yep, there she is.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Peckers.
Yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
They've been watching his every move. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nelly raring to go.
Oh.
Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
Friendly turrets.
He's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Traffic things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these.
You and me, Weepin' Nelly, we're gonna go far.
Security skiffs keep on coming starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. Windbags getting even better in here.
Ooh, that's a big one.
To smash Weepin' Nelly to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly. last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Pecker country. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times kid nearly fell off the barge back there? Not even once.
Yeah. And that's one of the things the narrator... That's one of the things the narrator will say that is actually dependent on what you do. And I was like, yeah. Alright.
Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far.
Oh. Hello, sir. Thank you for your service.
The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't.
Ugh.
And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? There the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one. explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes.
Come build that wall up to the sky.
They'll be here before too long. We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow or again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Okay. And I think that will probably do it for our session today. Let me just check real quick. Do I have to, like... No, it did, like, autosaves when I do everything. So, yes, while we were out at the Langston River, we took a detour to Prosper Bluff, and we encountered another survivor. And we will speak with her and, our other fellow friends at the Bastion next time. Thank you so much for joining me. The next episode of Bastion will be out Friday. No, that's incorrect. Sunday. Friday will be Void Stranger. But yes. Thank you so much for joining me. Lots of love to you all. And until next time, take care.